Hello guys, Victor here. I'm here with this video to walk you through the process of swapping out a 3D character within a CreateStudio template. I know it can be a bit tricky to figure out, so in this video, I'll show you exactly how I go about replacing characters when I'm working with CreateStudio templates. I'll just go and pick this template here. Let's say I like the template, but I don't like the character in the template, so I'd like to have him replaced. Just a heads up before we dive in. Switching out a character in a CreateStudio template isn't quite as straightforward as swapping an image with a single click. It takes a few more steps, but don't worry. We'll walk through it together. When I head over to an image, just like the one I've got here, and hit replace, I'll get to choose from any of the images already tucked away in my project files. It's super simple. Alrighty, when it comes to swapping out a character, the process is a bit unique. It's not your one-click wonder, but no worries, it's still doable. Here's the game plan. I'll head over to the scene I'm working with, select it, and then open up the group. From there, I might have to click through a couple more groups until I get to the character we're looking to replace. And voila, here's our guy. I've got Lucas chilling on the timeline, and in this group, I'm mixing it up with some other cool elements. I've got the office vibe going with these three slick images. It's like a composition background. Oh, and check out this assets group. It's home to the speech bubble. Plus, I've got Lucas hanging out here, and of course, I can't forget the text element. That's the whole crew in this group. Alright, ready for a character swap? Here's what I do. I just right-click here and add a new track right above our friend Lucas's layer. Then I'll pop over to the studio, head on over to the character section, and let's narrow it down to 3D characters. I'll scout out a new character that really fits the vibe of my project. This Memoji guy looks perfect. I'll just click and drag him down to my timeline. And there we go, just like that. Great, now let's get our new guy in sync with Lucas. So our fresh character comes with a waving action by default. Let's add a new action to the mix. I'll go for talking. I'll just click to add the talking action. Next up, let's stretch out the time duration of this action so it lines up perfectly with what Lucas is doing. There we go, all matched up. I might need to switch off the ending animation here, just like that. You'll want to tweak these actions a bit to get them just right, matching the original character, okay? But I won't hold you up any longer with that detail right now. So now my new guy's got his waving and talking actions down pat, but I just need to scoot him over to where Lucas was standing. Then I might give him a little resize, a quick scale like this. I think that should look pretty good. You might spot that my new guy is waving with his left hand, and oops, it's kind of getting in the way of the text over here. We don't want that, do we? No worries, it's an easy fix. I'll just pop into his properties and flip him to face the other side. And look at that. Now he's waving with his right hand, steering clear of the text. I'd say he's looking pretty spot on. The last step is super simple. All I need to do is nudge this text and the speech bubble a smidge to the right to keep that text fully in view. So here's how it's done. I click on the text, hold down Shift, and click on the speech bubble group. Still holding Shift, I scoot both the speech bubble and the text over to the right. Just like this. Okay, and now everything's humming along nicely. What's the next step? I'll just select Lucas, tap the delete key, and let's take a look. All that's left in my scene now is this awesome new guy. So we'll head back to the first group, back to the main timeline, and let's hit play to see how it looks. Oh, and of course, there's still Lucas in the second scene. We can't forget about him. I'll need to swap him out there too. No worries, I'll just use the same handy replacing method. I'll need to jump into this scene too, to track down Lucas and introduce my new guy. But hold on, before I dive into the group, take a moment to focus on this particular action. The second scene kicks off with a close-up on a character's computer screen. If I play it through slowly, you'll see it zooms out from the computer screen until I get a wider shot of Lucas working away at the PC. Just a heads up, I'll have to swap out both the character hunched over the computer and the one we see on the computer screen during the rolling scenes. Keep that in mind as we go into this group. You've got to keep an eye on everything. Alright, let's open up the group, and just like I mentioned, the first frame zeroes in on that computer screen. If I zoom out on this canvas, you can see that the boundaries of the group we're in are honed in on that screen area. When I hit Edit manually, you can really see the edges of the group I'm working within. This group is animated with its own custom position and scale, just for this part. So, this scene starts focused here and zooms out to reveal my PC working character. Make sure to pay attention to those details. Alright, let's tackle replacing the character inside this group too. I'll open up the group, and there's Lucas. It's a pretty straightforward swap. Lucas is only rocking one action here, working on PC back. I'll head back to the studio, grab my Memoji guy again, and place him right on top of Lucas. His default waving action isn't needed here, so I'll click on that action and search for the working on PC back action to get that rear view of him. I'll stretch out the length of this action to line up with what Lucas was doing. Okay, next step. I'll take my new character and scale him to match Lucas in the scene, keeping my eyes on the PC screen since it's the star of the first frame in this second scene. I'll aim for a precise match here, and something like this looks spot on. Now that my new character is all set, I can select Lucas and hit delete. My new guy is now officially in the scene, and I just need to double check that the first frame aligns perfectly with my new character's PC screen. You might notice it doesn't quite fit perfectly on the new screen just yet. No problem at all. I'll hit this distortion icon, click on it, and then simply grab these handles to tweak the distortion. Okay, now that everything's adjusted just right, I'll click on the distortion button once more to lock it all in place. Let's take a peek at how it looks. And there it is, looking good. Now, let's go back to the previous group and make sure that this group is well focused on the screen of this new guy. I think it will work just great. Okay, I think it's going to look nice. Let's see how it looks. If I play it slowly, you can see this scene zooming out, and the new guy working on PC comes in view. Then I go to the last scene, and here as well, I go to open the group, then open this other group as well, and I find Lucas here. Just like before, I'll bring my new guy into this track here, and I see Lucas is doing a clapping action. I'll go ahead and search for that clapping action, but it looks like my new character doesn't have one. I'll just pick this happy action instead. It should give off the same upbeat vibe. Let's go ahead and turn off the ending animation for this action, and we'll make sure it's the same length as Lucas's first action. Perfect. Next up, we need a wave action because we definitely want our new guy to give a friendly wave. So I'll tack on another action here and select the waving action. Let's also stretch out the duration of this waving action a bit. Now, if I hit play and watch this new guy go through his actions, I gotta say, I think he's looking even sharper than Lucas did. I'll just nudge him into position, scale him up just a tad, and let's flip him over so he's facing the right way. Let's check it out. And there you have it. As I mentioned, he's looking even better than the original character. Now that I've got everything set up just right, I'll go back, select Lucas, hit delete, and now it's just my new guy owning the scene. Remember, you've got to do what works best for you. That might mean disabling or enabling the starting or ending animations of certain actions to get that character's animation flowing just the way you want it. It's all about finding that sweet spot for a smooth animation. I just wanted to walk you through how I switch out a character in my templates. Let's zip back to the main timeline, and now you'll see my new guy front and center in the first scene. We've also got him in the working on PC back view, and there he is again in the last scene too. It's all come together nicely. Swapping out the background isn't quite as quick as a single click, especially since we're dealing with a composed background here. But no worries. If I want that one-click swap magic, I just need to have my replacement image prepped and ready to go. So I'll hop over to the studio, click on backgrounds, and refine my search to 3D. Then I'm on the hunt for an office background. I'll scroll through. Here's one that should do the trick. I'll drag this background onto the timeline, click on the image and stretch it out so it fills the canvas just right. Next, I'll right-click on the image and snap a quick snapshot of it. With that done, I can delete the image from the timeline because that snapshot is now snugly in my project files, ready for me to pick and use to replace the old background. If I click on this scene, you'll see there isn't an image ready to swap out just yet. But if I head over to this little gear icon, you'll see that I find some neat properties that I can add to the Easy Edit Properties panel. And there we go. Now they're all set up in the panel. If I had some new elements, like a chair or other office goodies prepped in my project files, I could switch those out too. But for now, my main focus is just on updating that background image. This image right here is our background, and with a simple click, I'll swap it out with my fresh image. Back in the scene, I'll open up the group, then dive into this office group. Once inside, I'll select all, then deselect the background image. A quick right click to group them together, and then another right click to choose hide. This way they're still available if I decide I need them again in the project. Now that I've got the office image swapped out just the way I wanted, if I go back to the main timeline, you'll see that my first scene has undergone a total transformation. Of course, I can always tweak the text color, switch up the font, and even edit the text itself, but I'm sure you've got that covered. I just wanted to walk you through replacing a 3D character with any character from the CreateStudio library, and also give you a peek at how to change a composed background. I hope this tutorial has been helpful, and I'll catch you in the next one.